Don't miss TRC's Streetcar Armageddon race event at Bradenton Motorsports Park, April 6, 2019.
This is Joel Grannas with Grannas Racing down here at Texas 2K with my new orange car, trying to put some first hits on it under real power. We took it to a track local here outside Texas 2K to do some test hits on Thursday night, and it worked out pretty well. So we're looking forward to making some good hits here at Texas 2K with that newfound power that we got down here. So as far as the motor goes, it's a bullet block. The guy's out of Australia. It's a 3.2 stroker crank, and I did. It's an aluminum rod motor. It's got a head games head, GSC cams, CPC intake manifold. It's got the Buck Performance IGN 1A coils, Precision Pro Mod 88. The header is by Dana at Virtual Works. The radiator and the intercooler was built by Jason Schmuck. The fuel cell as well. It's got my GR1000F transmission, which is basically a T56 Magnum, which we faceplate and cryo treat, rem treat to give it the most strength as possible. It's still a stock gear set. And it's got a tilt and triple clutch in it. I went back to a triple clutch from the quad. It seems like it drives a lot better. It comes out of the hole a little bit easier with the triple now. So I'm pretty happy with that. The car itself is done by Precision Chassis. They're over near Philly. Doug over there did a really bang up job on this car. I'm super happy with how the chassis turned out. It's got FIC injectors, 2150s primaries, and then I'm running billet atomizers, the 475 pounds for my secondaries now that I'm on methanol fuel. As far as engine management, it's got a Motec M150. It's tuned by Chris Delgado. It has his Pro Drag package. The car made 1647 at around 50 pounds of boost on his hub style dyno. As far as suspension, it's got PRS rear coilovers. It's the setup that I sell with my my rear subframe. It's got my rear tubular chromoly subframe on there as well. So it's still an IRS car. Drive shaft shop, 9-inch kit. Drive shaft shop, carbon fiber drive shaft. So as far as the wiring goes on the car, it was done by Joel at Race Spec. He did a really nice job on the wiring. So I did a whole new engine harness for the M150, and I did a chassis harness for this car as well. So if you saw the car at World Cup, it was on an M800 still, so I took the car back to him about 4 weeks ago, and he redid the engine harness for the M150 now. I'm running a 28 10.5 W tire in the back. It's got the Champion rear wheels, and in the front it's got the Weld spindle mount wheels, and I think they're a 17-inch. The turbo is a Precision Pro Mod 88, and that's new for this event as well. At World Cup, I still had the 8891, which is like a T6 flange. This one has the V-Band Pro Mod flange on it. The motor is built by Brian Roach, and like I said, it's a billet block, so it's the bullet block, which is a wet block. So it's actually an open deck design wet block, so it has coolant passages that pass through the head. So the way we did it was, I'm still on a stock head gasket, which sounds crazy, but that's what we do, and it's worked well for me since I've run the car. So I stuck with what works. So it's stock head gasket. The bullet block comes with 1/2-inch studs, so that worked out perfect, because when I used to run the cast iron block, I always ran 1/2-inch studs, so I didn't really have to do too much as far as the head. Dave pretty much just refreshed my head and we were good. It's an aluminum rod motor, and it's an offset ground stock crank, so it's still a stock crank but offset ground to a 3.2 liter. But the head is done by Head Games. Dave over there does the porting work for me. It's got GSC cams, full Faria valve train, and basically his race port package, so his like drag race head. I've been working with him since I've been into Supras. So in my white car, the fastest pass on a synchro manual was 817 at 186, I believe. And then once I put the faceplated box in, and we went to World Cup last year, it trapped 195, and that was on that 8891 plus spray. So down here, we're not running any spray, and it trapped 192 on boost only. So I mean, that's like crazy power for me. When we tested it at HMP the other night, the car on the short track felt like the car's never felt like that before. It was insane. I mean, it was wild. The goal for me, it kind of changed. Like it was to, you know, just to go like 770 or something around there, but that Minion Mustang ran 767, so now I want to run like 750s. So it's going to change all the time. I'm going to keep, you know, wanting more and more. That's how it works. So I just like to thank my crew guys, Rob. He's always been here to help. He's the guy that's wrenching on the car right now on the plugs. I wouldn't have come down here if he couldn't have come down with me. So, you know, I wouldn't be here without him. And then Doug at Precision Chassis is always there on the phone, and Delgado's always there, and Delgado's been here with me all weekend helping, even though he had a no prep race going on over there, so I really appreciate his help.